What's up, people? Welcome to Blockchain Investing. Wingless here today, coming at you with another episode of what to invest in tomorrow. And I found a new ICO called a UBI token, a Universal Basic Income Token, where we're just going to create millions of tokens and give them away to free for everyone in the entire world, so that everyone can be able to afford food and clothing and shelter, so no one has to worry about starving or dying, because the world is so populated and we are so prosperous that we should be able to supply everyone with their basic needs. That is what Universal Basic Income is trying to do. That's what the debate says. However, the problem stands: if we do implement Universal Basic Income, it is going to devalue the money supply. The only way that it would be possible or plausible is if you tokenize it. If you just do it regularly and do a Universal Basic Income and you give people cash, people are not going to spend that cash on food and shelter and clothing. And what happens if they don't do that? Well, some problems are going to happen for those people. See, what the problem with the Universal Basic Income is, it's a socialist program. It's a socialist ideology. Socialism states, like, in a socialist society, you won't be allowed to be poor. Okay, you'll be forcibly fed, you'll be forcibly clothed, you'll be forcibly made to learn, you'll be forcibly made to work. And if you aren't of character enough, if you don't do enough work, you maybe be voted on and you'll be executed kindly. It's really what we're headed towards. I mean, if we're going to do a Universal Basic Income and give everyone money, why stop there? Why not keep going? Why don't we just supply insurance? We need to, supply health coverage and health insurance. We should supply money. Why don't we just supply clothes? Why are we giving them money? So I don't understand where it stops. If we start giving away free stuff to the people, people will not be incentivized to work. They won't try to work. And where does the money come from? The money from the Universal Basic Income is, if we use cash, is going to be taxed, aka stolen from the top performers of society. And if we keep stealing the money from the top performers of society, they will no longer want to be the top performers of society. If they keep getting their money stolen, why would they keep working to have their money stolen? Guess what? The whole world changed in 2009 when Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin. Okay, he put us on a whole new path and a whole new direction that Universal Basic Income isn't even plausible anymore. If they would implement it, the top performers of the world, the people that innovated, the entrepreneurs, they would ditch cash. They would ditch the US dollar and they would only work for Bitcoin, because we have a sound monetary system, a worldwide monetary system that never existed before, that exists now, that, guess what, every currency on the planet has to compete with now. All right, it's not going away. You can't ignore it. It is the biggest giant behemoth that is going to take over the financial sectors of the whole world. And if you implement Universal Basic Income, it is going to devalue the US currency. So that's why I said, okay, so let's say we do a Universal Basic token, UBI token. If we tokenize it, then we can control it. The government could control it, and they could delegate who and where to spend it. They could track it, they could control it, they could freeze it, they could completely have control over this UBI token, okay? However, then, what happens is they will then tell you where to spend it. They will tell you, and then they will only tell that these certain companies are going to be able to accept it. And I don't think these companies are going to be able to last very long accepting this UBI token, because this UBI token is free to everyone. It will be not worth anything. Because there's one thing that money is, it's forgetting. The Universal Basic Income is forgetting that money is a form of communication. It's a tool of communication in the way that we communicate value to one another. I communicate value with you by giving you money if I find that you did something valuable. If you didn't do anything valuable, then the money isn't worth anything. It's based on a lie and a fallacy that this money is worth something. But if everyone is getting it, it's worthless. So it's also based on this other assumption that I just don't believe robots are going to take over jobs. Robots and innovation and entrepreneurs only create more and more opportunities, more and more jobs. The cities that have Uber and Lyft and the gig economy, I tell you, will not say that they are worse off because of the innovation that Uber brought. Uber came in and killed jobs. Innovation kills jobs. But it brings more life and more jobs and more opportunities than anyone has ever seen on the planet in the history of time. Now that we have the internet, the gig economy, ways that we can work for each other without third parties, without corporations, we can work directly for each other. We don't need a universal basic income. If we want a universal basic income, we are asking the government to take care of us. We are throwing out personal responsibility out of the window. We, in this world, are responsible for our decisions, for our time. People value our time. I spend my time differently than anyone else in the world. And that is what money is, right? Is we are trading our time, which is the most finite resource on the planet. We don't get it back. We can't make more of it. And people will give us money for the things that we spend our time on because no one can spend the time like we can spend. So you can make money even if there are no jobs, right? If there are no official jobs in the world, you can still make money by finding what you find valuable, researching that, spending your time on that, and sharing that with other people and trying to better other people's lives. That is what life is about. That's what money is about transferring value, transferring wealth, and that is the way the world is headed. Thank you, Satoshi Nakamoto. We've created a new world that universal basic income will not work because people will just ditch the US dollar and go to Bitcoin or another digital currency that has a better store of value. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. That's all I got for my thoughts, I guess, right now. So what are you guys' thoughts? Please like and subscribe and comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys' thoughts are on maybe a universal basic income token, because the only other way to do it with US dollars and US cash is with the strong arm of the government and the guns of the government on us and controlling us. And as much as I want to help the poor of the world and help people better themselves and not have people hurt and suffer in this world, we can't take and steal from other people to give to those. It's up to every single individual to better their lives, to better your life, to find what you find valuable and give that to the world. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one. Peace.